Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Going to give this time to the tailback. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And, partner, they found a gap there on the... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice play there to force it.
Set 70, Indy.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So after the loss of 2, here's 2nd and 12 from the 23. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Oh, good night, baby. Good night, baby. Come on.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
50, play.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 3rd down, Akins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty.
Set 60 or. 54. Watch the run. Snap.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Akins dancing to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Blake Jarwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed.
So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. Off play action. Akins going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And that'll give them 8. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
4 down, check, 4 down.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Mike's 49. I got him.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30.
Go now. 90 Wolves.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here.
5.
Throwing on 1st down. Akins got an open man. It's Ratley. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked it.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matt Milano leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing after the interception. Kennedy completes it to Corey Grant. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Kennedy. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back to throw. Kennedy. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I want to go back to something you said. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. On first down, Kennedy. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On first and 10, Kennedy. This to Jarwin. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run by Lindsey. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Johnson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Check 43.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and... So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half. At no point